kick it around, and Tokyo will kick it in the back of the net. Valleyfield 1-0, 11 seconds into the first series here. Now St. Clair, 11 seconds in. They had a really, really strong showing last time, but got to try to find a way to put this one back together. Both of these teams featured at CRL Worlds, finished with, I think, a top 4 placing for both of them. So the Battle of Canada here, and once again, St. Clair going to try to answer Valleyfield here, but really, really strong start for Valleyfield to kick things off. Oh, Comp going to try to put one up in the corner there. It will be denied by Valleyfield. Going to try to get another shot there. St. Clair playing off this back line. Going to be ticked up by Tokyo once again. So really, really good back and forth. Both teams just super back and forth through 30 seconds. St. Clair Spoods going to get it taken off his car by Comp. Trying to find the double touch and able to do so. Off the crossbar goes Nitrix. 2 good chances for the Saints. Going to get shut down in the next 20 seconds. And now fired back the other way. Flip reset. Solo effort. Unable to find the net. Vegas going to be there for the redirect. Fired, going to be in the Saints net, trying to find some way to clear that back line maybe. Is going to get the chip there. Comp taking it over middle, trying to find Spoods. Spoods gets a touch, crossbar down. Comp to Spoods, bar down they go, and St. Clair going to even this one at ones. Valleyfield and St. Clair now 1-1, 1 minute in. Really, really strong back and forth. Spoods going to find the net there, and now we will await the kickoff and see. Both teams say now you got your feet under you got the tires burning a little bit, and now both teams try to settle in maybe. Maybe a little bit less aggressive counterattack we're going to see in both teams. Try to find break the even here. Nitrix going to try to play this one up over the net. Spood's going to try to play this one over mid as well. Going to maybe get 50 here by Tokyo. It will get challenged. Nitrix going to be there for the little back tap. Now Valleyfield going to try to kick this one back out. Comp is going to be there for the steal. Demo comes through as well. So St. Clair playing a super aggressive style to start this game off. Very, very much, very changed adaptation from what we saw against Kennesaw early on, where they just, had a lot of chances on net, but just didn't really throw their weight around as far as demos and bumps. But now the kid gloves are off, and they are here to play. Comp going to try to send this one down into the corner. Tokyo is going to be there for the 50 in the challenge. Nitrix is going to win that one. Vegas is going to be there as well, going to get kicked out, and now Valleyfield try to go in the counterattack here.
Okay, so these Rocket League players like to go pretty fast, huh? Like, my goodness, whether it be on the field or literally right between games. We're right back at it here, and already at a 1-1 game, like you were saying. But of course, good to see our little Canadian rematch back in action and pretty much picking up exactly where he left off outside.
Yeah, no time lost between these two teams getting right after it. They're familiar with each other. They played against each other multiple times, so you got the worlds meet up there as well. So both teams, they know each other well. They know how they like to play, and immediately coming out, get that equalizing goal. And now Tokyo going to try to find something over mid. Going to do a little fake out there, try to find it. We'll get bumped away though. So both teams though, super, super strong back and forth between 2.5 minutes.
It is bouncing back and forth over and over again here. Nitrix looking to thread the needle, is going to get pushed aside for just a moment. You see Comp now looking to knock it down. Would have been right in the corner. Good save there from the defender. But now Spoods right back up. Does have Nitrix with him. Looking for the pass, looking for play. He's going to go for the play himself. And Vegas, good save.
Yeah, great little reset there from Spoods. Trying to find a goal there, but Vegas going to shut that one down at the goal line now. Going to get played out here. Going to get kicked up. Demo will come through. Demo on the back line. And the shot from Fired's going to trickle through. A demo on the back line for Valleyfield at the perfect time. And Fired not going to get much of an easier goal in his Rocket League career.
A goal from beyond the grave, so to speak. Here gets demoed as it enters the crease, but it does not matter when your teammate is taking out the goaltender. What a way to get the go-ahead.
Yeah, Valleyfield's going to fight back there. Just immediately goes on the counterattack. Fire just going to flip that one up. Teammate's going to do the rest. Ooh, it's a little flip reset there. Unable to find anything. Was all alone in the in the Valleyfield zone. Now Valleyfield going to play it over the middle. Going to get a decent shot on net, but it will get pinched back over. Nitrix going to try to find a play on it. Maybe try to find something off the backboard here. Will get chipped out. A great job by Valleyfield there to clear that one out. But now Spood maybe have a chance. Actually had 0 boost. So got to chip that one and watch his teammates go for it.
Yes. Just under 2 minutes left to go here. Going to see Vegas try to make the play through. Spoods alongside a couple of the other Saints giving each other a little bit of boost, I suppose. Helping him to make the save. Spoods, a little bit of a drop pass actually. Comp was there, but a big demo coming out here from Vegas as we do see one more opportunity possibly. No, never mind. Going to go right back into the Valleyfield zone. Awkward clearing of attempts there, but thankfully there for the side of Valleyfield, there was nobody to capitalize.
Yeah, and Comp got the demo, so this ball stays in the Valleyfield zone, so maybe St. Clair can make something happen. Spood's going to chase that one into the corner. Now Comp will get demoed on his own, though, so maybe the outbreak will get shut down here. Spoods is going to be across the crease. Very dangerous play by Valleyfield, playing that one over the middle. Spoods is going to try to punish, try to find that second commit. We'll get the touch for Comp. Unable to get the 50 there. Vegas going to knock that one into the corner. Now Nitrix going to try to find a fire. He's going to try to set something up off this left wall here. Going to try to find the breakout. Wolf on the double touch off the backboard. Valleyfield unable to get the follow, and now maybe they have an empty net. St. Clair might be able to get a shot here. Comp and Nitrix going to try to find something, but Valleyfield getting back on defense just in the nick of time.
I think Nitrix ran out of boost right in time to make the pass, so that pass crawled so slowly through the crease to the point where Valleyfield was able to get themselves there nice and quick. Now, 30 seconds or so left on the clock. Nitrix from his own zone, trying to take it through. Spoods is there, gonna actually juke out Vegas, snaps one axle. We got a couple people slowing down here. Comp was originally looking to take the shot, but maybe thought twice about it, and it just kind of made for an awkward stalemate here and left it open here for Vegas. Pass it over, awkward angle shot, not gonna make it.
Yeah, and that's the problem with being boost starved. Saints cannot get any boost and they cannot get out of their own zone. Spood's gonna pick up gonna get demoed there as well. Nitrix will get that mid boost, try to find something. Vegas is gonna be their comp, will win the 50 back into the corner, but just like that, Valleyfield's up 2-1. There's only 3 seconds left, so St. Clair gotta try to find a play. Tokyo's gonna try to lift this one on the ground, and he will knock the ball down, and just like that, really, really crazy back and forth, but Valleyfield is gonna walk away and take game 1 against St. Clair.
Let's take a look at the stats for that one this time by. Not too far off. However, you can definitely see shots-wise, Valleyfield had our number here with both Vegas and Fired finding themselves with 4 apiece there. So just constant pressure coming out here from the side of Valleyfield. And just, again, kind of picking up where they left off. We did see Valleyfield in the regular season as well here for this. And the last time that they did get the chance to play, Valleyfield did take it in 3-1 fashion. So looking to pick up where they left off.
Yeah, and if you're St. Clair, definitely got a lot to keep your head high about. Say you just played a really, really strong game, Valleyfield, just able to find the back of the net one more time. And that's always, you can always point back to it, man, if we didn't maybe get gypped off that kickoff in the first 15 seconds, we're able to bring that game back. But that's how it goes in Rocket League. Goals can come anywhere, anytime. And now Spood's going to try to find solo effort over the net here. Off the backboard, great job by Valleyfield to get that clear, though, and keep things at zeros.
Absolutely, you can never take it easy on the first couple seconds, on the last couple seconds. You can't take it easy at all. It's 5 minutes of you better be focused and ready to go at a moment's notice. Otherwise, it just takes a split second for the bubble to slip past you. And we now see Vegas looking to make an offensive play. It is going to get pushed aside nice and quick, though. Spood's there on defense, going to bring it right back in, up against Fired, and actually wins that 50-50, so to speak. And Vegas was able to at least get it up to Fired, to at least slow down for a second.
Oh, gonna try to get the double touch. Nitrix gonna try to find that one.
Beautiful.
The second touch comes through. Great job by Nitrix on the setup, and Comp just had to be there to clean that one up and does so in clean fashion. Nitrix, great little touch off the backboard, and Comp gonna finish that one over all 3 Valleyfield defenders. Tokyo unable to clear that one out, and just like that, St. Clair gonna open up the scoring in game 2.
Gosh, an extra bounce just stalled the ball just enough to let Comp get there in the nick of time, and just a beautiful setup once again there for Nitrix, getting credited with the assist on that one, and rightfully so. We now do see Vegas, though. Going to make the play. Tokyo was looking to do a little bit of headhunting on the Spoods, and it zoned him out of the play. Vegas is going to take it himself.
And I'll tell you why that one hurts a little bit extra. We saw Comp go flying off screen there, just missed the ball by, I feel like, maybe 2 feet tops, and how quick small mistakes will get punished. Valleyfield, their counterattack has been so strong through the first 2 games. When St. Clair doesn't get a clean shot on net, that ball is back the other way, and this time back in St. Clair's net. And now, just like that, back even at once.
Yeah, so unfortunately that lead didn't necessarily last that long, but I mean, fair enough, though. That was just a very nicely done and solid zoning play overall there from Valleyfield. We now see a little bit of a midfield skirmish here. Going to be picked up for Fired for just a moment. Sent on back. Vegas sends it into the crease. Spood's going to be forced to put into the corner. And Saints could be finding themselves in a position very similarly to game number 1, where it's just shot after shot. It may not necessarily be the highest of quality of shots, but nonetheless, Valleyfield are finding opportunities to break towards the Saints net.
Great shot on net there by Tokyo. Just going to drill that one off the crossbar and say, I don't know if my heart can take too many game 5 1-goal games. St. Clair going to try to get that one through, though. Nitrix almost able to thread the needle, but Vegas going to be there for the shutdown. And now Tokyo, a little bit of boost to play with. Great little juke on Spoods, and Comp gets demoed. So Valleyfield going to look to set something up here. They will. And great job. The juke, the demo, and Fire going to come through. And now Valleyfield with a 2-1 lead. That was just a great team effort from Valleyfield.
Gosh, I love this style coming out here from Valleyfield. It's a very physical enforcer-based kind of style where it's forcing the Saints to fear the player and like fear the fact they're going to get demoed. Like very similar to like, you know that there's going to be that one player, if you go by him, you're going to get body checked kind of thing. But never mind, Comp is just going to say, like, ignore everything I just said, going to take it himself, not necessarily from the crease, but from his own zone. Good couple of moves there to just get past everybody. Beautiful.
And that's exactly the kind of goal we were talking about between games when we said Comp had so many, he's been assaulting the net all night, and we knew he was good for one of those goals where you just kind of shake your head and go, you know what, that's just good offense. Good defense doesn't matter, that's just better offense. And Comp couldn't have got that goal at a better time. Now St. Clair right back in it, and Spoods, great shot toward the net there. Tokyo is going to be there for the deny, but now St. Clair, look like the engines are all revved up, and they are absolutely breathing down Valleyfield's neck.
Yeah, here comes Spoods once again. Double touch, going to get it. It's on his line, but no, Spoods is going to be able to get the go-ahead goal after just the slightest of touches here.
Look at Spoods. Look at that quick little flip off the nose of the car, and just Vegas unable to flip that one. Just gets it right off the crossbar, and just it's so crazy how fast Gold can wake up. We see two just insane back-to-back goals after they're pretty much getting stonewalled for the first 8 minutes of the series.
I mean, how do you deal with enforcers? You just outmaneuver them, right? Just don't get hit once, otherwise it might really, really hurt. But it looks like Saints have been able to find a good couple of opportunities here, get themselves a lead. Still half the game left to go, and Spoods bringing it on down, just able to get past everybody. Can any of the Saints get there? Comp is there. Nitrix is up to the skies as well. It's going to be a slow fall into the crease, but it is going to be dealt with nice and quickly there from the side of Valleyfield.
Yeah, really good. Just say both teams have a super aggressive counterattack, so you're able to find holes in the defense. St. Clair able to find one more so far, but Valleyfield not going away. They're going to send two into the corner. Tokyo is going to try to play this one over mid. Nitrix will be there for the 50. We'll actually land the bump, so going to get the job done. Comp going to chip it up. Nitrix going to try to get the play. Maybe run out of boost there. Fired. Is going to send it toward mid. Going to be chipped up by Vegas. Is going to win the 50 again. So Valleyfield almost an open net here. Going to send it far side. Unable to find the back of the net. Comp probably would have cut that angle off. So going to attempt it to go far side, but just not enough on it to squeeze it in there.
Yeah, shots are still coming though, but the rebound was taken care of by Comp. Doing a little bit of enforcing for himself, however, take the one player out of the play. So beautifully done. We now see Tokyo looking to get past two. It's going to be pushed aside. Good little touch there from Nitrix to stop it in its tracks. Comp now taking care of it for just a moment. Still has control. I think there's somebody there as well. Tokyo not going to get enough of them. The shot from the Saints go wide, but it's kind of a pop fly in the center field for the time being.
Yeah, Spood's going to win the 50 over mid there. Now Nitrix going to try to play this one out now. Only a minute on the clock. We've seen both teams score quick and fast. So St. Clair knows this game is far from over, and Valleyfield trying to press this offense, trying to make something happen. No, they're running out of time. Quick little chip. Comp with almost an amazing job on the flip there to try to bury that one, trying to get that back right tire to poke the ball in. Unable to find it. Now Vegas going to try to set something up off the wall. Try to land a flip reset. Going to just set it fired for a quick little chip on net there. Spood's going to knock it right down in front of the net. Very, very scary situation, but St. Clair will get away with it. Now just 35 seconds left in Valleyfield. Going to try to get something here on offense.
Gosh, the amount of times I see the Saints with next to no boost is just terrifying. We saw one, like a solid play there from Comp, even though he had no boost, nearly getting the tire on it, like I said, to redirect it. But defensively, it's always a heart attack. So we see another opportunity here. Spood's literally empty tank going to make the save just in the last possible moment. But if they can hold off for 10 seconds, they're going to get themselves a game right back in the series.
Try to just play this one off the wall, try to kill that time. Spoods is going to touch it back toward the Saints zone, so just going to try to play that possession game. Spoods going to go to Comp. Comp going to try to send it over the middle now. Spoods going to be there for the challenge ball. Going to go back toward mid. Fire going to try to make a play on it. Nitrix is going to chip this one into the corner. And now if you're St. Clair, just try to spike this ball down. Try to get that boost out of the hands of Valleyfield and try to end this game. And now Spoods with a great hit toward the corner. Going to go far side. Ball still not on the ground. It is going toward the Valleyfield net though. And now still getting kicked around on the back line. Will the ball ever touch ground? It finally will. And St. Clair with an amazing game two. Going to even the series at once.
I mean, good on Spoods there for that last little touch. That was the moment where the ball finally just got cleared. There's only one person back on the side of Valleyfield. They were not going to be able to make it back in time to try to make that play. It was just all downhill from there. So solid job here for the Saints to bring this one back. A very, very even game on the shot counter once again here. Going to be, of course, 6-7. Of course, Saints on the lower side of that, but still made it work. And a big game here for Spood specifically. I'm taking a look at here. It got the goal plus 4 saves. Holy smokes. Yeah, 4 saves and all were critical. There was a couple times where the tank was empty and the net was empty, and somehow, someway, Spoods was just there to kick that one out of there and say Valleyfield. They started off super hot. St. Clair able to kind of measure that counterattack, and finally we get some nice individual effort out of Comp and Spoods. We get a great setup from Nitrix on one of the goals, and all 3 members, just as we said in last series against Kennesaw, getting involved in whatever way they can. We saw a couple demos, a couple bumps and clearouts, and now just got to find a way to put that together for 2 more matches against Valleyfield at least. And it looks like the Saints just felt that much more confident and comfortable since they weren't just getting swamped with shots over and over and over again. And like it felt like they had a little bit more room. There was a lot more just a lot more like midfield
more
play,
freedom to play,
just pop flies and such. So they were able to really take advantage of that and like find their marks, hit their marks to the point where even though they weren't necessarily ahead on the shots, they still find themselves the lead.
Yeah, and the way they've been dribbling tonight, I think the key to their winning is going to be just do something with the ball in space and when they get stacked up on that goal line, nothing good ever comes out of it on their side. So when they're able to get that breakout, even if it's just a one-on-one, you send Spoods with the air dribble, try to find something, try to get Comp flowing out into the open field, because these guys can make insane individual plays, as we saw last game, and just so far unable to find, say, consistently. We saw they dropped a couple to Kennesaw as well, but if they're able to keep finding those breakouts, get on that counterattack, and just make sure that back line stays solid, this should be a very, very good series.
Absolutely. However, in a rare moment here, Rocket League is slowing down. So something seems to be amiss here on the side of not Kennesaw. Games go too quickly. I don't have enough time to switch teams.
Immediately, I know.
In fact, look at this. The Kennesaw logo is still there. What am I doing? I am an absolute bot. I'm the director. I can make fun of myself. I don't do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, now on a little pause here, so we're just going to take a moment. It looks like, of course, timeouts I do believe are allowed for a total of 5 minutes. So, honestly, good on Valleyfield if they're going to take it.
Yeah, and if this somehow is St. Clair calling the timeout, I don't hate that either, because to say, if you find something you think works, you want to make sure you hammer that point, and then just as we say that, maybe the timeout's over. We're going to get back into Game 3. 1-1 series, Valleyfield versus St. Clair. And now, one team going to look to try to take the lead in this series. Early flip reset from Spoods, double flip reset, going to try to find something. And Spoods, once again, just showcasing that individual talent immediately in Game 3.
Yep, definitely been stepping up a ton over the past semester and over the summer as well. And just look forward to seeing this matchup as it unfolds here. We're seeing another shot immediately here coming out fired. Not quite going to get on target this time by, however. But once again now, similar to game number 1, Valleyfield has the pressure, and just like game number 1, it's going to be Tokyo starting things off.
Yeah, great shot by Tokyo. Going to go far side, get that little tailspin going to the right. Great little flick there toward the corner. Nothing any member of the Saints can do. Comp and Spoods left there looking at just like nothing they can do to stop it. Now, 30 seconds in. Every single game, I think we've seen a team take the lead a minute and a half in, so not going to dictate the end of the game, but now both teams, I think we're going to see a lot of aggression come out.
Yeah, and right off the bat, Spoods is actually looking like the one who wants to play that aerial game and get the individual playoff, and nearly finding it through, but unfortunately the post is going to give him the big old nope this time by. I swear, between this game and the last one, post might as well be player number 4 on the side of Valleyfield, as we see a near scoring attempt here for Spoods.
Yeah, Vegas just unable to get to the ball there, and Spoods almost bearing now. And now once again, Spoods going to be on the breakout.
Here we go again.
One off the nose once again. Try to find something off the backboard. Demo comes through. Nitrix there for the follow, but great job by Tokyo to play the underneath and keep that ball out of there. And now Comp going to play that one up. Going to be knocked off the ceiling by Vegas. Going to go flying into the Saints side. Spoods will be there. Maybe Spoods and Nitrix actually going to cross. Double commit in the air. Now Spoods going to try to leave it for Comp. Maybe going to actually keep it on his own car. And now a little bit of a miscue there on the defensive side for the Saints. And Valleyfield actually Spoods is going to find something there. Decent little shot from Comp, but Valleyfield turns it away.
Yeah, unfortunately for the side of the Saints, that was not the obvious play, but like the most practical play. So the pass comes through, perfect pass, but you would see that Valleyfield had that red like a book. They already had 2 players already setting themselves, both force flying towards them, so able to stop that in its tracks here. You see Nitrix, little pinch off the wall, going to send this pretty close to the center. Going to force be fired up there to try and get the clearing attempt right back towards the Saints nets, but so far pretty quiet after that first goal.
Yeah, a lot of really good passing between the teams, but say not a whole lot of goals, not a ton of shots on net either. We've seen the Saints have a couple. Valleyfield only really has 1 or 2 good chances, and they buried the one of them, so just super efficient when they get those chances. Great little bump there from the side of the Saints. Now Spoods got 80 boost, just trying to fake out and save that boost toward the end. Going to get the quick little flip there. Nitrix will get demoed. Comp is going to be there to play it off the wall. Maybe they can find Spoods over the middle. Comp going to just chip this one in front of the crease. Spoods maybe can find a shot on net. Trying to get the quick little flip, and no Saints are back in the net. Net is wide open. Valleyfield smells it, and they make the Saints pay. And just like that, Tokyo going to find it fired. Going to send that one down, realizing 3 Saints aren't home, and now Valleyfield just gets that one way too easy.
Gosh, Valleyfield just read the play like an absolute book,
because
you can notice, like, they cleared the ball. They did not chase it in the slightest. So, like, Spood seeing that, like, fair enough, okay, if they're not going to pressure me, I'm going to look and wait for my next play. Like, okay, that's fair enough as well. But then as soon as the first play that happens goes awry, sure enough, Tokyo is in position to receive the downtown pass and just redirected it nicely. So now Valleyfield looking good here for possibly their second win here in this series, but of course still about half the game left to go. Still enough time for the Saints to make a comeback here.
Yeah, that was just so impressive by Valleyfield for all players to realize, like, oh my god, everyone's pushed up, we don't need to chase. Just if we make the save here, there's a more than likely chance we're going to bury this ball, and they're able to do so. Now Spoods going to try to find the answer here. Great little shot, trying to leave it for Comp, but fired. It's going to be the first one there. Now Nitrix trying to play it off the ceiling. Great little touch there by Tokyo, I believe. Comp going to try to find through. Now Vegas going to send it back across the middle. Fired. It's going to be there. Not going to get to the ball in time. Looks like Spoods is going to go for the 50. He will, I say no one really wins that one. Ball's going to fall directly on the middle line there. Nitrix will come through with the demo. Now Fired going to try to look over the middle. Spoods. Maybe try to set something up here in the offensive zone. Not sure how much boost he has exactly, but able to find an opening, just unable to get that pass across the middle. And Valleyfield, like you said, just doing such a good job. They seem like they're reading everything 4 or 5 seconds before it happens, and they're just in the right spot every single time.
I was going to say, if game number 1 was won from just oppressive, consistent pressure, this is just like blocking everything and not allowing them to even cross the center field line. Just Valleyfield's just not letting even like a low quality shot from the Saints to make it towards the net in the slightest. Meanwhile, to be honest for themselves, they're not finding very many high quality shots for themselves either. But when they do get the opportunity, they've scored on both of them, and maybe the third opportunity, it's bouncing on the line. Can they save it? It's still there posted, and they managed to keep this at a 2-goal game. How that did not go in is beyond me.
Yeah, and while the game has been going a little bit back and forth as far as ball control, Valleyfield has quietly killed 4.5 minutes off of this clock, so this 2-goal lead looking more insurmountable as we each passing moment here. St. Clair has to try to find a way to put one on the board. Valleyfield's defense has been swarming. Great little shot. They're going to be kicked off to the side, unable to find the good angle there. Nitrix going to try to find Comp off the double touch, off the backboard. Nitrix is going to be there for the second touch. Comp trying to find the double down there, unable to get a piece of the ball. And now Tokyo going to kick this ball out, and St. Clair got to make something happen in the next 6-7 seconds here. They're going to be looking at a Game 4 uphill battle to fight for the series.
Yeah, the absolute clutch defense and the absolute dagger in the heart here for game number 3 has been too much for the Saints to handle here. And just a nice little win there for Fired up against the wall. Just left it perfectly there for Vegas to pick their spot. And sure enough, looks like game number 3 is going to be going over to Valleyfield. Of course, that would end up meaning match points in a second if they do end up taking this. But it's not like we haven't seen our Saints gold squad in this position before.
Yeah. Say not only 25 minutes ago or whatever, but Valleyfield, say, just picking every corner of the Saints net, going top left, top right, both with tailspin. Just such a good defensive game plan for Valleyfield there, too. That was just an absolute virtuoso on defense. Just they read every single passing lane. They seemed to know what the Saints were doing before they even got set up on the offensive zone. Just every single thing, they just seemed they had the answer for. They had the film on, they had the answer, and St. Clair just couldn't really get anything going. It wasn't for lack of shots. Both teams going to come away with, it looks like 7 or 8 shots there, but St. Clair just getting shut out, and Valleyfield's defense just showing way too strong in game 3.
So Valleyfield just played a game of wall burner. They were the wall, and the tennis ball just kept whacking the Saints in the back in the face or in the leg or whatever, time and time again. Like, you get a good shot on net, well, guess what? That ball's going right back at you even harder. So beautifully done there from Valleyfield. Can they keep up that style of play, though? That's a very calculated and honestly a very, very smart style of play. But I also feel like that's a harder one to execute. But we'll see. They're a 6 squad in their own right, so they might be able to pull it off.
That's what I think. That's why the teams like this are able to execute at such a high level. Say this team was at World. This is still one of the best collegiate teams. So even though say teams might have stumbled or not had like as clean of records, these teams still very much have the chemistry and the capability. Ooh. The Saints going to try to find one there early in the game. Tokyo going to be there for the huge save, and going to get the flip out to the middle as well. Great job by Tokyo there to get the save and start the breakout in Vegas, pressing on Spoods' neck there, almost to find a way to put that ball in.
Yeah, that was almost a little scary there for the Saints, but we do see Spoods going to try and make the play. Did he just thread the needle? I think he did. He gets the goal, gets the Saints the go-ahead after what on earth happened here? It was
he might have bumped Vegas in the 50.
Okay, so Vegas just didn't get the ball at all, which just allows Spoods just cruise it on in. So fair enough. Not the fanciest, but good timing, good play there from Spoods, and that's a go-ahead goal.
Yeah, Vegas, that's the only thing. Taking a 50 when you're the last line of defense can be a little bit risky, because if you get no piece of the ball at all, say it's just going to float in there, and now they're going to play from 1 down. St. Clair, early lead, say that after getting shut out for all of game 3 as well, that has to feel really good, because you don't care how you break that Valleyfield defense. You just care that one got through. Great job by Spoods with the backflip there. Going to get the back tap. Now Comp going to try to find something. 2 members of Valleyfield are there to play it. Spoods. Let's play the waiting game there, try to get the fake out. Now Nitrix going to win the 50 through 2 members. St. Clair doing an excellent job just keeping this offensive pressure until they can get some reset, but ball is going to come down over the goal line. Comp going to try to maybe get another touch on this one. Valleyfield is going to press, and Spoods just going to clear that one out once again. Great job of dribbling. Can he find the hole? Not really. Valleyfield, great job of the save there.
Yeah, the hole was there, but Vegas plugged it extremely quickly, seeing that the angle was there. So good on them to stop that in the meantime. But of course, Valleyfield looking to make the play backwards. It's an awkward bounce off the wall, actually. And the shot was there, but it was denied again by Spoods, getting the ball as well as the player to at least slow it down for the time being. Get fired here, continuing on the pressure, but the slow bounce towards the corner of the Saints might have the briefest of moments to breathe.
Yeah, Comp has some boost. Good little chip toward the corner there. It's going to get kicked away by the post. Fired. It's going to be here for the breakout. Great job by Spoods to win the 50. Nitrix waiting in the corner for the ball as well, so great little setup, but nothing able to come of it for the Saints. And now Tokyo, setup of his own. Going to run out of boost. Comp, quick little flip reset. Try to find over the middle. Going to get chipped away by, I believe, Vegas there. Nitrix is going to be there for the play. Try to keep this one in the corner. We'll get the demo through on fire. Tokyo with a great little back touch there to send the ball toward mid. And both teams still just trying to get a decent crack at the net.
Now, this could be an opportunity here. Spoods, solid pass towards the center. I do believe that was Comp alongside, but he actually ends up going high. Another opportunity now here from Valleyfield. Right back and forth once again. Spoods going to make this save. I swear I've been seeing Spoods over and over again because he has an effect on the play one way or another. You see another crawler coming through this crease here. Nitrix is going to at least get this into the corner. Sharp angle shot. Can somebody get to it? Sure enough, Comp is going to get a fender on it, but the pressure is still unrelenting. Tokyo threads the needle, puts it below the Saints actually, and gets the goal to tie this up.
Tokyo somehow beating 3 goaltenders on this play. Going to get it through Spoods, Comp, and I believe Nitrix is off to the left as well. Just all 3 members unable to get the read or get the positioning in Valleyfield. 2 minutes later, we'll even this one up at ones, and now trying to press the action here for St. Clair. St. Clair say if they lose this one, Valleyfield will move on in the winner's bracket, so St. Clair got to try to find a way to break this deadlock.
Absolutely, of course, worst case scenario for either of these teams. This is still winner's side, but of course you want to make this trip on winner's side as long as you can, so when the inevitable loss does end up happening, if it ends up happening, it's you're pretty far down bracket, as we do see Comp flying in hot there, but Tokyo with the denial.
Yeah, and it looks like this series has been really good, because it looks like when one team gets a crazy goal, if they start to put a lot of pressure, the other team kind of matches the intensity, it seems like. So once Valleyfield goes crazy on the counterattack, great little dribble there. Great juke by Fire. Spoods able to shut that one down there, but St. Clair still playing with this ball in their own zone. Valleyfield has done such a good job the last 2 minutes of just controlling the pace, and great little job to keep that one in the corner. Tokyo going to snatch that middle boost as well. 2 members of the Saints going to commit. So now Tokyo maybe will be able to set something up, but great job by Comp on the challenge. Now Vegas trying to find something over the middle, can hit the flip reset. Will he be able to find the back of the net? No, Spoods is going to be there for the challenge. Going to flip it over Tokyo's head, and Comp has an open net here, and he will convert, and St. Clair now has a 2-1 lead. Valleyfield with a strong counterattack, but just gets caught out a little too far, and St. Clair going to bury that one and take the lead.
And it all started after Spoods notices that the Valleyfield squad too heavy on the offensive. Just sends it down forward, and it's like, okay, I have no boost. Comp, go get it.
Go.
Just touch it. And that is going to be enough to get the Saints in the lead once again here, possibly force the game 5. They have about a minute left on the clock to be able to do so. It's still going to be a tough task considering the amount of pressure Valleyfield has on them right now.
Yeah, I imagine the voice comps are that word, go, 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 free, 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 and immediately Comp able to go there and complete it. Now Comp once again, great crack of the net, going to try to run off the ceiling with that one, but unable to find the back of the net. Now Spoods, always there on that back line, just going to wait to play the ball, take this one back over. Now St. Clair, you only have 38 seconds to kill as well. Able to get that goal nice and late, always feels good. Get that momentum swing, and now Nitrix going to play it, try to get it over the middle, going to be collapsed on by Vegas, going to win the 50. Comp is going to be there for the challenge. Only 28 seconds left. Valleyfield still pressing the action though. Tokyo is going to try to find something over the net. Great job by Spoods there, but Saints got to be careful of those double commits on the back line.
Yeah, it's going to take only one of those that Valleyfield get the read on, and all of a sudden this could be a tie game going into overtime. And of course, Tokyo has been one that can absolutely clutch up a goal in a last case scenario. So going to definitely have to worry about him unless Spoods could find the insurance. 5 seconds left to go. Next time this thing hits the ground, it's going to be done, but actually Comp is going to just immediately spike that thing. We have ourselves a game 5.
Yeah, what a comeback from St. Clair. We've seen just such a strong back and forth between these two teams. You can tell, definitely familiar with each other. We saw, and the funny thing is, we talked how good Valleyfield's like their counterattack and their patience was last game, and this game they got a little bit too aggressive there at the end, and the one time St. Clair made them pay. And we saw both teams kind of have the same thing happen. We saw St. Clair overcommit, Valleyfield put a long distance goal in the other way, and now this time St. Clair getting one of their own. Comp was there for the cleanup, and now It's a winner-take-all. Game 5 going to be to decide who moves on in the winner's bracket of the CCA East playoffs.
And I like the point that you were talking about before. I think goals or something happened in the last one where whenever one team does something crazy or high tempo, it seems like the other team just says, hold my Timmies, I'm going to do one better. I'll raise you one better. And if that's what we end up seeing here in Game 5, this could absolutely get out of hand.
Yeah, and that's what I love between us. I wouldn't necessarily call it a rivalry game, but both of these teams so familiar. Nitrix 16 seconds in. St. Clair going to open up the scoring in Game 5, and just like they did against Kennesaw, they came out hot to start Game 5. Exactly what you're looking for.
Okay, let's see this shot. Oh, Tokyo was so close, but was too far back. Nearly making the save, and Nitrix is going to absolutely steal that one. So that's exactly what you want to see here if you're here for the Saints, of course, but there is still so much time.
Yeah, saying the way these two teams played, 1 second feels like eternity, even just how fast-paced the game is. And gonna have a 2-on-1. Vegas trying to get the bump on Spoods, or Spoods is gonna be there for the save. So very, very scary for the Saints to come back right off that goal. And
that pinch.
Spoods with a great pinch there. Nitrix maybe there to make a play. Gonna get the down touch. Spoods gonna try to find them as well. Will get demoed. Comp gonna be there as well. They know they had Spoods in the back line off that demo respawn. So Comp able to walk up there, try to get that aggressive shot in. Now Nitrix gonna try to get the play, and Spoods luckily there on that back line, just trying to get this one out.
Okay, I don't think anybody expected that pinch to be that fast and that much of a bullet, but Nitrix was so close to clutching it. Spoods, the long-distance snipe from center field is going to be able to find himself the goal after Comp had it in the corner, and it's going to be Spoods. Just lobs it right on through after a whiff, it looks like, here from the side of Valleyfield. Yeah,
Spoods putting on his Steph Curry jersey there, just pull back and step up and just draining that one from way up, just watching that one arc in. And Valleyfield now, they look a minute in, they find themselves down 2-0 after having a 2-1 series lead, so you know the pressure is going to start to mount for these boys. And St. Clair, once they get the momentum going, they seem to be unstoppable, and Comp going to try to get a crazy goal off the top of the crossbar there.
That was actually a little bit scary there for Vegas. Was going right back towards the net as the ball fell down. Nearly would have pushed it towards his own net there. That could have been a little bit scary. But another opportunity, and it's capitalized again as Nitrix finds goal number 2 of this game. Puts the Saints up by 3. Where was this team all along?
Yeah, it's something about Game 5 with this team, and I'm not exactly sure what it is. Once they see that 5 pop up, they just seem to wake up. The new level gets activated. They kick in that extra gear, and they're opening the floodgates against Valleyfield so far. Say early 3-0 lead, and just doing such a good job of controlling the pace, controlling the action. And Valleyfield has only really had one decent crack of the net. And St. Clair, all of their goals were just excellent chances they created. So consistent offense so far, and the Saints just looking so good.
Look, I know that I always tell them that I want to stream as much of their matches as possible to have as much content as possible. I did not mean go to Game 5s and overtime on like every single game in every single series. But I thank you for it, to be honest. And I think all of us at home do, too, because these are exciting games nonetheless here. As we see, still 3 minutes left on the clock, and a very rough deficit here for Valleyfield to try and make up here. Tokyo's going to try and start something here. Fire is waiting for him, but Comp is going to say no, and Spoods gives him the hello and just punts him out of the arena.
Oh, and Vegas going to get it off the ceiling. Wow, so seemingly out of nowhere. I did not think Valleyfield would have had a shot at the net there, but Vegas somehow going to find the angle there. Going to get the double touch. Great job on the reset there, and just burying it right above Spoods. So kind of out of nowhere, Vegas going to maybe wake St. Clair up there, and now Valleyfield just a 2-goal deficit with plenty of time to play in Game 5.
Okay, yeah, Vegas woke them up. They woke me up as well. Like, I saw that thing pop flying. It's like, okay, this looks harmless. This looks harmless. Why is it going towards the net? Like, okay, that was absolutely insane. So good on Vegas to maybe jumpstart the Val offense here. But Nitrix looking for maybe an extra little bit of insurance. Was not able to get a tag on it, though.
Yeah, and if you're St. Clair, I like those little, try to get the extra touches down in the end, but make sure you hold down that backline. Comp is going to get a great play over the middle there. Now Nitrix going to maybe try to come 50 and look at the challenge. Tokyo is going to be there, going to have a little bit of boost to play with there. Trying to put this one into the corner. Spoods is going to be there to play that one out fired. It's going to be there for the redirect. Not going to be able to control the ball, though. Comp going to get the touch there. And great job by Vegas coming across that goal line and keeping this one in striking distance for Valleyfield.
Yep, that easily just saved the game here for the side of Valleyfield. They can still bring this close. It's going to crawl, but Spoods, he was still there. He's going to get punted away for now, but he did his job. Might be out in space for the time being, but at least he kept it out of the net.
And once again, coming off that left wall, Valleyfield trying to find another goal and almost doing so. Great job, I think it was Vegas there. And now St. Clair into the Valleyfield zone. Vegas going to try to play it over mid. Unable to make contact with the ball, though. Tokyo going to have to watch his teammate go over the top. And St. Clair going to get that quick little back tap. Nitrix going to try to find the 50. Will end up winning it in the corner. And Valleyfield, despite all the boost, unable to clear this ball out. And now St. Clair got to get back on defense with Valleyfield. I'll say the counterattack kind of stopped in his tracks once again.
To say Valleyfield had boosts and resources, but they did not have positioning in the slightest there for the last little bit until now, able to get themselves into the Saints zone for a bit. And as we see here, like, the comp is completely gassed in regards to boost, but still at least getting it in deep into the Valleyfield zone. It's going to rely on teammates as we see Nitrox coming down from the skies and the Spoods. They're just trying to do the stonewall defense, similarly to what we saw Valleyfield do, and I think it was game 3.
Yeah, it's working really well. Every single time I feel like I call a 50 or a challenge, either Nitrox or Spoods comes away with the ball. Valleyfield's going to try to send that one away from their open net. Tokyo going to try to find something here, going to try to hold it on the tires there.
Ooh.
Set up Vegas for something. Vegas, it's going to get the demo on Nitrox, so going to be 2v1 in the corner here for Valleyfield. Still on respawn. Nitrox got to try to clear that ball, and he will clear it over the middle. Now, Tokyo is going to be there for the redirect. Try to set up one of his teammates, but Valleyfield got to try to find some offense here quickly. 40 seconds left. Spoods with the interception and the dunk, and now 4-1 for the Saints. Valleyfield with a 3-goal deficit. 40 seconds left in game 5 now.
Spoods has 2s across the scoreboard, whether it be goals, assists, saves, and shots. It's just been all over the place and gets the Saints their 3-goal lead back right when it matters most here with 40 seconds left to go.
Spoods gonna get a great pinch off the wall there. Is that gonna hit the net? Oh my. No, unable to do so, but if you're just St. Clair, that clock is absolutely your family right now. You're just trying to kill these last 30 seconds, and Spoods over the middle, gonna try to get the fake through Vegas there, I believe it was. Tokyo gonna get air demoed by Nitrox, fired. Try to find it toward the far corner there. Comp is going to be there to play it. Just chip it back toward the middle. Just 15 seconds left for the Saints, and they're about to walk away with their second Game 5 series win and move on it through winner's bracket. Going to knock off Valleyfield. So little rematch of some of the Worlds teams, the Canadian Worlds teams coming through here and putting on an absolute 5-game show. But St. Clair, just once again, that Game 5 hits and the adrenaline just hits different. They just come out with a world worth of juice and able to close out Valleyfield here in Game 5.
We see some teams crumble under the pressure, and then for some reason, there's just the Saints that absolutely thrive in it. As we see a wonderful matchup between those two teams. Of course, Valleyfield, what a well-fought battle. Wow. But you can tell just as the game kind of got on, just something execution-wise was no longer clicking. I never felt like super threatened. Yes, they had pressure, but it wasn't consistent. It wasn't in the right spots. It was always kind of tucked away in the corner. So the Saints defensively were just able to step up. And it was a very similar situation where, other than I think it was game 4 where they outshot them, like Valleyfield would still have more shots, but Saints would be just able to execute. So
yeah, it just seemed like from game 3 where Valleyfield literally read every single move of the Saints. It just, they feel like they were reading every single thing the Saints were doing, whether it was interrupting the passing lanes, being there to stop the ball on the goal line, winning the 50s. It just feel like St. Clair, just once they hit game 5, St. Clair was just very clearly like 1, 2, 3 steps ahead at points. It's just everybody firing on all cylinders, whether it was the air dribbling, trying to set up those solo shots, or just great passes over the middle. Just St. Clair putting together their best games in both, say coincidentally, both in these game 5. So the Kings of game 5 kind of picking up where they left off last semester in this playoff run.
Absolutely. We didn't necessarily see it a whole heck of a lot during the summer, but if there's any time you're going to do it,
good time.
Playoffs is an absolutely fine time to do it. With that being said, winners round 3, right around the corner. We're going to take a quick break for it, but we do know our opponent already. It's going to be Barry University. We played them in the Summer Series regular season. We got 3-0'd. We have some ground to make up, but don't go anywhere because we're going to try and make ourselves a little bit of a redemption run in just a moment's time.